Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is the 10th episode of this series, and today we have 4 more games with our Italians, and 2 of which are against 2 of the top 3 right now. So yeah, 4 games today, really big ones. Frosinone first, who will now drop down to 3rd place in the table. Then we take on Salerno away from home, then Empoli, who are now in 2nd place. So 2 big games today, both at home, and our 4th and final game is against Carpi away. So all 4 of our opponents right now are playing quite well, and those 2 home games are going to be crucial as well. So lots to get through. Let's get straight to the first game, 1st versus 3rd, and hopefully we'll bounce back after a loss to Pescara with a win here. So first game is indeed Frosinone then, and quite an interesting scenario going into the game, knowing they're now dropped down to 3rd, because pretty much throughout the entire season it's been Palermo 1, Frosinone 2, but now instead dropping to 3rd. But after our loss to Pescara, I'm a little bit nervous going into this game that we may have back-to-back defeats here, because you remember the last time we lost in the league, we then followed up with another loss as well, so a little bit nervous here. But it's the same 4-1-2-1-2 narrow as ever, with a couple of changes in personnel. Rolando slots into the left-back role, and also Moise Kean and Cutrone start up top together for the first time in months. They did start top together in the last game against Frosinone, where we won by 4-1. So is it 4-1 or 4-2? I can't remember now. But anyway, Frosinone first game, let's get a win. If you remember, Kean scored a hat-trick in that game and got his injury as well, which he's not fully recovered from, so excited for this game. But again, quite nervous. The first shot has fallen to Frosinone, but Cragno makes the save. Well done, redeeming himself. He was probably at fault for the goal against Pescara, but a good stop there, still 0-0. And again, I'm a little bit nervous tonight, a little bit nervous. Cannot afford to lose and let Frosinone back in this title race. Once again, just like against Pescara, we started off very poorly. In the last game, I was critical of the weather, but in this game, I've got nothing to blame. It's a nice sunny day here, but instead it's Frosinone, who have started off very well. 30 minutes in, they've had the first few shots, but still 0-0, thankfully. But they could be through here. As that shot's on goal, deflected. Oh, no, please, Cragno, big save. And then a big block by Bonifazi, and Beluski gets it away. Look at that in the top left. We're the league leaders. We had no shots so far. Frosinone have had 7. And had it not been for a couple of good saves by Cragno, we'd be trailing in this game. As Moise Kean gets on the move and goes for goal. And Tesbardi, there's a good stop there. Still 0-0, but right now it's the game for the goalkeepers. Still 0-0, but here comes Frosinone again. With Dionci down the right-hand side. Back heels it into his man. Rolando's there with the tackle and gets it clear. Thank goodness. Come on now, chance on the break if you want to push it. But we don't have that much pace going forward. As Melagioni looks for Kean. Does find him. Holds up and finds Lofaso. Oh, just couldn't find Cutrone the first time or the second time. He does get it back and find Barella, who finds space to shoot off the crossbar, and then Cutrone nods in the rebound, and Palermo have the lead against the run of play. Starting up top alongside Moise Kean, gets the goal, and we go in front. We don't deserve this. Lovely strike by Barella, cannons off the post, and then Cutrone first to the rebound, quick as a flash, nods it home, and Bardi can't keep it out. Just 4 goals for this season for our new number 9, who I thought was going to be the star this year. Instead, it's Monticello and Kean that have banged them in together, but we do have the lead. We don't deserve it, but we'll take it. And that should do it. We're into stoppage time now, and as long as we defend the free kick, which we do, that should be the game. Ref, where is that final whistle? There it is. That stoppage time went on forever, but there it is. All over here in Sicily. We bounced back after our loss to Pescara with a win here at the Stadio Renzo Barbara. But I'll tell you, man, we did not deserve that. We did not deserve that at all. A poor performance, but bailed out in the end thanks to Cutrone's goal. 1-0, big win, but lucky escape. I always hold my hands up and accept when I've played quite poorly and I've got away with one, and this was one of those games here. And we didn't play poorly per se, but Frosinone, the visitors, did play very well, and they were very unfortunate not to score in this game. But to be fair, you got to thank Cragno. You know, Cragno, I feel, should have saved the goal which Pescara scored in the last game. Instead, he picked it up in this game, kept faith with Alessio, and a couple of big stops in this one, particularly in the first half, as we held on to the 3 points. So massive win for Palermo. Frosinone stay in third, but for us, very lucky escape. So second game today then is Salerno away from home, as we look to make it 2 wins from 2 today. We discussed Salerno before. It looks like an absolutely lovely place, but sadly they're not starting Moses. Poor Moses Odja. What has he done to deserve getting dropped for this game? But anyway, Salerno away, second game, and 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, of course, with Cutrone and Monticello leading the line tonight. Hopefully, a couple more goals for Patrick in this team as well. Obviously a big ask, but it would be pretty amazing if we could have Cutrone, Monticello, and Moise Kean all netting 10 plus goals in the debut season in this series. That'll be a great show of oh, Cragno, what have you done? Oh, you lucky boy. Alessio, bruv, you played so well in the last game, very lucky there. Who was that to block the shot there? That should have been 1-0. Someone blocked it and then it came straight back to Cragno. But anyway, as I was saying there, it would be great if we now have 3 of our strikers all having 10 plus goals for the season in the first year. Can't remember the last time I had sort of a season like that, but that would be a great show of attacking prowess in our first year. I was so lucky from Cragno. Clearly a good shot stopper, as you saw in the last game, but he's definitely got a mistake or two in him, which is always worrying going forward. But we do need to remind ourselves, he's only a temporary goalkeeper here. We'll look for some better ones like Donnarumma and Perrine, and I think Merritt was the other one we were looking at as well as the years go by. But here's Rispoli on the ball, takes it in his stride, looks to find space to shoot, but blazes it way off target. Definitely goals in this game. Definitely goals in this game. Tola on the ball for us. Lots of room to gallop into here as he takes it inside and finds Monticello. And Rispoli's out wide in space. Oh, that's a horrible pass by Monticello. You know, there are some games and some days, I should say, where I start playing the game, I turn on FIFA, and I can't pass the ball. Like, I literally just can't pass the ball at all. And this is feeling like one of those days, man. Just one of those days where I can't move the ball around like I normally do. And in this team as well, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, we normally have nice passing plays. But right now, you can see there in the top left, 68%. That's terrible. Oh, Cragno, what a fabulous save. Barella, yours in the air, big strong header, well done now. Monticello on the ball, holds it up well and flicks it back to Barella. Lovely hold up work by Monticello, and now Lofaso on the ball inside the area and finesses it home. Lovely finish by Lofaso, 1-0 Palermo, and we take the lead just before the break. That was an absolutely brilliant little hold up work by Monticello there. Lofaso sent through and a great finish. Well, we're struggling to defend at the moment, but that was really great work by Monticello. Lovely ball as well into the centre by Barella, and Lofaso takes his time, opens up his body and puts it past the goalkeeper and into the far post. I really like him. You know, I must say I don't know much about him. We recalled him from loan, but in this centre forward role, he's very good at both creating chances and scoring them as well. And next season, he'll definitely have a place in this team, no doubt about it. I like him a lot as he's storming forward here and rolls it inside to Monticello, right on cue, who's denied by the goalkeeper. Scoring or creating, this guy can do both. Late chance here for Salerno to grab an equalising goal. Rodriguez crossing to the middle, and it's missed everyone but not Bocalon, who turns it in on the volley and gives Salerno the equaliser. We've not played too well today, and I think they deserve this. Now Salerno looking to get in front for the first time here, but Barella is there and finds Del Monte. Through the gap to Lofaso. Lofaso to Keane. Del Monte running through. Great chance here to win the game. Del Monte. Oh, yes, get in. Del Monte off the bench. Surely wins it for Palermo. And I thought we were going to drop 2 points, but instead we should claim the win. The substitutes combined. Keane, who's not scoring right now, but is setting them up. Plays through Del Monte. There was so much pressure on the number 16 there, a recovering defender, tracking back as well. But he just held on to the ball, kept his composure, and fired it into the bottom corner. Lovely ball by Keane, lovely finish by Del Monte. 3 points surely now for Palermo, and 202 to start today's episode off. Get in. We've not played badly, we've played just as good as Salerno, really, but we're leaving it late to claim the 3 points, and now Del Monte. Oh, that should have been a third goal there, but there still could be, because look at how many white shirts we still got on the attack here. Lofaso, Gallo, the youngster, what can he do? Gallo! Oh, I love him already. Alessandro Gallo makes it 3-1 to Palermo, and that will definitely be the points for the lads from Sicily. Alessandro Gallo off the bench makes it 3-1. Absolutely delighted with that. You know, his twin brothers aren't really doing too much for us at the moment, but this young kid is a star in the making. Ali Gallo with a lovely little finish, wraps the points up. 3-1 for Palermo. We left it late, but delighted with that. What a big win. To be fair, I think I did us a little bit of a disservice in this game. In the first half, we didn't play too well, but we did pick it up in the second half, really, and had a few more shots and scored a couple more goals as well. So, probably did deserve the win in all fairness, and glad to claim the 3 points. 3-1 the final score, and man of the match, Lofaso. Brilliant throughout the entire game, grabbing the first goal and getting an assist as well for Gallo's third too. Really pleased with performance, and really pleased with the win as well. We stay top of the table and try and pull away, but Empoli won't let us go. Still, the gap remains at 10 points. Bring them on next, though. Let's make it 13. But just before the big game against Empoli, we now have another scouting update here from a Portuguese scout based in Italy. I don't know why I keep on saying based in Italy. Like, where else is it going to be? Saudi Arabia? But we'll see who he's got for us. We're going to reject Rinaldi. We're going to... Oh, should we put this guy in our academy? 47, 57 overall, 79.4 potential. Yeah, we'll do it. Mariani. Oh, the overall will be poor. 60 grand, forget it. We're looking for the really best players here from this scouting update. There's a few here that look really, really good, but over time, they just don't look as good. And we want the creme de la creme, really. So we'll reject him. We'll reject him. We'll reject him, and we'll also reject Matteo Lombardi as well. Well, I want to sign someone. So, okay, You can come in. Poor overall, clearly, at 60 grand valuation, but I want to sign a youth player. I like signing youth players. So, third of the big 4 games today, and it is now Empoli at home. And just like the episode opener against Frosinone, it's a title clash, but our opponents today have dropped down to 3rd place. Chiavari have now snuck into 2nd, and Frosinone have fallen to 5th. So, we seem to have ended Frosinone's title hopes after beating them in the episode opener. Hopefully we can do the same to Empoli today, win against them, and they will fall apart. So Empoli, 3rd game today. Let's get the 3 points, make it 3 wins from 3. Remember, we beat Empoli away from home by 3 goals to 2 in a bit of a crazy game where these guys just refused to give up. We had 2 goal cushions twice in the game, but they just refused to go away, and only just about held on to the win. And he had the first shot of the game there, but Cragno makes the save, picking his form up today. Still 0-0, but yeah, Empoli are a fighting team, man. These lads never give up. Once again, we started a game off very poorly. We are 52 minutes into the game. We are yet to record a shot, and Empoli are looking a much better team. At this rate, they are surely going to go in front at some point. Pascal on the ball, as his pass deflecting, it is away. It'll drop to Meligioni. Come on, chance here on the break. Meligioni storming down left-hand side. Needs a teammate. As a man in Barella. He'll look through Cutrone. Finds him. Cutrone back to Barella. Surely sets himself, but hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Our first shot. And I was trying to open up his body to hit it with the right foot into the far corner. But instead, went with the left and straight at the goalkeeper. Should have been 1-0. Well, that is going to do it. A terrible 3rd game today as it finishes goalless. That was a really poor display. Out of all 3 games, that was our worst performance. And no surprises that the home fans are absolutely livid. We created very little, we played very poorly, 0-0 the right result. Terrible game. We managed to escape with a win against Frosinone, but in this game, just a point, we'll take it after a really poor display. Empoli had 10 shots, but only 2 on target. Really poor finishing for the visitors, but for man of the match, I won't even give one. It was that bad of a game. I'll give you man of the match for sitting through it. That was an absolutely terrible game, and did Chiavari win? They didn't play. So 4th and final game is Carpi away from home as they currently sit in mid-table. We've got Chiavari in midweek, who incidentally lost their game in hand, and since there'll be a bigger clash for us in that one, and we have stamina problems in this team, I'm going to field a fully weakened side for this match, 11 changes, but hopefully we'll bounce back and get the win. 4-1-2-1-2 wide with 2 of the 3 Gallo triplets on the wings. Vignato makes his debut in the cam role, and Zaccagni also makes his debut in the defensive midfield role, and Pamini is back between the sticks once again. I said he'd never play for the club again. He's playing in this game. Hopefully a clean sheet, 3 points for Palermo, and 3 wins from 4 today. Let's get it.
C'è un volto nuovo in campo oggi nel loro reparto di centrocampo, un giocatore che serve, almeno nelle intenzioni, nelle speranze, per fare il salto di qualità definitivo. Grande fiducia, grandi speranze, vedremo come se la caverà.
È stato annunciato come un grande colpo, vedremo se sarà all'altezza delle aspettative. Di sicuro ha le qualità per fare bene con questa squadra e sono certo che lo dimostrerà. Fin da subito.
First chance for Carpi, and that shot comes in from range, and well, the hosts have gone in front, and what a goal. We blame Pamini for the error he made in his last start for the club. Can't have any complaints there. What a strike. Icardi, your ball, son. Well done. Icardi wins it back there. A centre-back playing left-back. Whips it across the middle. Good delivery too. It'll drop to Zaccagni, who lets fly, and onto the roof of the net. The goalkeeper raised his hand as if I got it covered, it's going over. It only just went over. But still 1-0 to Carpi. I know we've got a weakened lineup out there, but once again, we've made a very poor start to this game. Very poor. We are top of the table, have a double-digit lead, but again, this title race is far from over, as Zola should have made it 2-0, but Gianfranco Zola would have said no to that shot. I don't know what's going on here. But oh God, I don't know what's going on in the play either. I tell you, man, my general play in this game has been terrible. Our 3-1 win against Salerno was good, but it wasn't that good. And the passing in this episode has been absolutely terrible. You know, there are some, I think I might have said this earlier actually in the episode, there are some days where I turn on FIFA and I think to myself, hopefully we're going to get some good wins, get some good gameplay for you guys as well, but my passing is just trash, and that's definitely happened today. My passing's been terrible. But here is Gallo on the ball, who shoots and drags it horribly wide of the post. Chiavari were leading at the break, I think, and they're the dark horses right now. They've come from nowhere. They're still in this title race. With us faltering right now, they are not giving up. Oh, God. Oh, and Carpi have made it 3 minutes after the restart. And I'm glad that my first 11 are going to be fully fit and rested for that game, because we'll need them. This backup brigade is no match for our normal first 11, but for that goal, I mean, look, we've blamed Pamini a few times for the goals conceded this season. That is just so unlucky. That shot was going wide. It took 2 deflections and then trickles into the near post. 2-0 to Carpi, and with 40 minutes to go, the game's basically done. We've been terrible. Well, I told you we weren't going to walk this league, and whilst we are still top of the table, Chiavari will be watching this game and licking their lips thinking, do you know what, we're coming to you in a few days' time and we're going to come at you with everything we've got, because you are not as good as you think. But here's Pinamonti finding Vignato. Can we get at least a goal back here for a consolation? Del Monte held his run well. Oh, sets himself and then fires it wide. That sums it up. That sums it up right there. Terrible performance. Terrible episode, really, for gameplay. How on earth we won the first 2, I've got no idea. We've been awful. And that'll do it. Carpi 2, Palermo 0. A terrible end to today's episode. We did have a backup brigade out there, in fairness, but no excuses. That was so poor. Well, that game sort of epitomised our general play today. A terrible end to today's episode. A 2-0 loss away against mid-table Carpi. And again, yes, we had a weakened side, but no excuses. No excuses. I was really poor today, and I have to apologise for that. Man of the match Ronzola, though, bagged 2 assists in this game. I missed a golden chance as well, but played very well. Pulled the strings for Carpi as they claimed the 3 points. And for us, seeing Chiavari, oh, thank God, Chiavari were leading at half-time, but Avellino managed to battle back and get a point. Well, that is a really lucky escape then. So the gap stays the same. No, it doesn't. It goes down to 9 points now. No, 7 points, because Empoli are now in second place. And yeah, this title race is far from over, man. There's 14 games to go, but this title race is far from over. The gap is now just 7. We're starting to feel the pressure from the chasing pack, and there's still plenty more football to come, and those 3 teams below us can still definitely get right back in this title race. But that will end today's episode of Club and Country. So big thank you for watching, guys. That will end today's episode of Club and Country. So big thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. And it really helps the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Enjoy the Champions League football tonight. And yeah, I'll see you for the next episode of C&C tomorrow night. Bye. That was terrible. That has got to be the worst gameplay I've had in the entire series so far. That was awful.